Hey now.
Bruh.
All week long.
Flushing, do you know what I woke up to this morning? Somebody saying that we were wrong for saying anything to Suzanne yesterday. That's how my morning started today.
Oh, yeah. Who sent you something? I didn't even see it.
It's in our group. Nina. I said, I said, oh, am I wrong for somebody that comes in and just calls us assholes out of anywhere? She said, yep. You guys are the hosts. You're above that. Oh,
whoa.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but I mean, even the best workers at the McDonald's, you get in their face after they've just worked all, making your meal, handing it to you, and you say, "Thank you, asshole."
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's fine.
It's a little much. You picked a bad time. You picked a bad time because you got both barrels.
That is perfectly fine. Listen, in her world, I guess you just you go around on Facebook, and it's fine to be like Suzanne and just call people assholes. You shouldn't say anything, right? Ragamonkey, he agrees.
Monkey knows what we're talking about.
All right, good to see everybody. Let's get on into court. We got a case. Sharon, you're right. All rise. It is time. Bud Smoke, good to see you. Shadow.
And these are courtrooms, by the way, from across our great land over here in the Americas. We will do our best not to talk all over them. We will do our best to maybe mute or pause them when we can, but there's no promises.
Yes. And only one other thing I wanted to say. I had Judge Simpson up for one reason and one reason only. Glenn sent me over a link and said that the piss guy was back again.
But that would be crazy. You talking about the trucker that pissed in the thing?
I think so, or maybe the other one. I'm not sure which one because there's been a couple. The one that we caught live though, was that over? That wasn't on set.
It was over in over in Herman's.
I thought so. Anyways,
I was watching Simpson this morning and I didn't see him, so I'm calling him a liar.
Calling you out.
Condition that you're not using the alcohol or illegal drugs. Submit to random drug and alcohol testing. Okay.
I haven't taken a drink since that day.
Oh, good. Good.
Well, that's good to hear. He hasn't had drinks since he's been locked up.
Creed. That telephone pole and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, he's got excuses like me when I tell Emily I haven't smoked all night. I quit last night. 8 hours. I went without a cigarette.
We'll get you some information. You got to call my probation department. If for
You're
some reason
intermittently quitting.
Hold the report,
right?
And tell them you need to talk to probation. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll leave it like that for you. You're all set.
What was that sentence date, Judge?
November 16th at 8:30.
Thank
and
you.
It's on Zoom. Yep, it'll be on Zoom, so you can do it right at home for you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
A
much.
very nice judge. And by the way, I don't know if Stansberry will go live today because he does have a replacement today.
The old man?
No, a new old man. Judge Dumb. D-U-M-M. Judge Dumb. One of the nicest people. I don't know. I mean, he is so good with the people that came to me. An excellent, excellent guy.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. And what's your name?
Stephen Heller.
Heller, Mr. Heller. And Mr. Wheaton?
Thank you, Your Honor. Rob Wheaton representing Mr. McElroy, correct?
No, Heller.
What's that?
Heller.
He's trying to change his name.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Heller.
Mr.
All right, I spoke
McElroy.
to Mr. Heller. The offer is a tempt. He indicates he wishes to avail himself of the offer and will enter a plea, and I'll be asking for time served. Now he does indicate that there's a case out of Port Huron that's got a hold on him that he is gonna have to go to, so. But we'll get this case done
Anybody
today,
notice a
Judge.
resemblance?
Is that correct, Mr. Mac, or Mr. Heller?
Slight.
Yes, and if I will let the Your
Go
Honor
ahead.
know that I'm still at New Paths when I talked to you the last time when I was here because they had put this pending further investigation.
Right.
I thought it was over, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still at New Paths, and
It's good to see him got work.
I'm kind of upset because all my
Wondering
stuff
what
is
he's gonna do.
there, and I'm still in treatment, and they and they got a warrant for me in Port Huron, but I never been there. That's what I was telling him. So,
Oh, yeah.
man.
As I explained to you, sir, you gotta
let's-
go down there and straighten that out.
Hugh,
Well, let's get these ones
G.
behind us at any rate. So,
Oh.
Mr. Heller,
Correction?
you are being offered an amended charge to attempt
Flusha.
retail fraud, carries a penalty of up to 45 days in jail and a fine of up to $250. It's alleged
Orders.
occurred in Flint Township on July 11th, 2022 at Foreman Mills. Do you understand
Yes.
that charge?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You signed an advice of rights.
understand
form
that
as
charge
well.
if he's
Did you
never
read
been
and
in Port
understand
Huron.
those rights?
Yes, I
did you
did.
say that?
Okay. How do you wish to
Well,
plead
that's
to
something he's got to
attempt
go take
retail
care of
fraud?
there. This is a different show.
Guilty.
Okay, is it true that
He
on the
did
said
this
date,
one.
time and location, you're guilty of retail fraud, attempt retail fraud by taking an item of merchandise belonging to Foreman Mills without paying for the item, without having permission to take the item while that store was open for business? Is that true?
Yes.
It looks like it was somebody, I guess maybe, was it tools of some sort?
A lot of everything,
It looks
Judge.
like a bunch of, I don't know, it looks like a bunch
I would
of,
never steal tools.
it says equipment, but BUM equipment. I'm not sure what that is.
Bum equipment. It was
Maybe cologne.
clothing.
Were the, it was like it was significant number of items. Were they all recovered? They get the items back?
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't know they still made bum equipment.
Here it is. Some of them, it looks like some of them were maybe some clothing items too.
Yeah.
Would that be true?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Bum
Do you understand that
equipment.
if I accept your guilty plea, you won't have a trial of any kind, give up all the rights that you would have at trial, and you may be faced with those penalties?
Yes.
Has anybody made any threats or promises to cause you to plead guilty other than the amended charge?
Yo.
No, Your Honor.
No, I'll accept guilty plea to attempt retail fraud. How long's he been in jail? there,
13
Mr.
days,
Lee?
Judge.
Okay, sir,
That's a
we'll
long
order
time.
13 days jail
13
credit for
days,
13
Jerry.
days, and we'll close
It's
this
hot.
file for you, okay?
It's a long
Okay.
time for
Thank you.
trying to
Alright, and
steal some
You're
stuff.
welcome. You're all set.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, stay in treatment there for me.
All right.
Man,
Thank you.
I can
Thank
tell you
Yeah,
what.
I'm 3 months
All right.
clean.
Good,
Good for
good.
you.
Thank you.
15-year-old me would have loved to have those bum equipment sweatshirts.
I didn't know that's still a thing.
I wore that in high school.
Did you wear one of the t-shirts that were like just cut off slightly, like
No,
a crop
this was,
top?
this
You know,
was an
like a
entire
big-
shirt.
sir,
I
what-
was
what's
able
your
to get
name?
the whole thing.
Antonio Elroy.
McElroy, there you are, Mr. McElroy and Mr. Whedon.
Thank you, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. McElroy. He has a charge of driving while license suspended and false information. The offer is plead to one and dismiss the other. He will plead to the driving while license suspended in exchange for dismissing the false information. And I will be asking for time served on this too, Judge.
Okay. So on file 632, you're being charged with driving while license suspended, carries a penalty of up to 93 days in jail, fine of up to $500. It's alleged to have
Kind of.
occurred on April 7th, 2022 in Flint Township. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights for me as well. Did you read and understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Oh,
Is
he
it
did.
true that on the said date, time, and location, you're guilty of driving with your license suspended by having, I guess, outstanding tickets, well, which causes suspension? Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if I accept your guilty plea, you won't have a trial of any kind, give up all the rights that you would have a trial, and you may be faced with those penalties.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody made any threats or promises to cause you to plead guilty other than what we've discussed?
Just Mr. Wheaton. He
No,
looks
sir.
intimidating.
No, I'll accept guilty plea to driving with license suspended. Mr. Wheaton?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. McElroy is been in jail for 8 days. We'd ask 8 days time served, and the court should be aware that he's presently being held on a probation violation felony, so
Oh, he's
he
not
may
going
not be
anywhere.
getting out, but at least this file will be closed.
Okay, Mr. McElroy, is that information true? Is that right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, all right, we'll order 8 days jail credit for 8 days and close this file for you as well, okay? And you're all set.
Go
Real
ahead.
quick, when I
Alright,
bring in a
good luck to
new
you.
contestant, I want to show you this guy on crutches coming through the double dirty. It was really funny. He came through by himself, no help at all. But I like this guy with the suspenders. You think I could pull that look off?
I feel like maybe you could.
Think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you no bad information, though. I feel like I might
gotta-
be.
I gotta say, this court is the most visually stunning court, but we never really catch any very good cases.
Are you Emilio?
No, we really don't,
Katika?
unfortunately.
Yes, sir.
Am I pronouncing it right? I never know which way to pronounce
It's
it.
Katika.
Okay, okay. Mr. Wheaton?
Thank you, Your Honor. Rob Wheaton, representing Mr. Katika. Your Honor, this is the one I spoke to you about. Is there an offer on the file?
Yeah, nope, I've got no offer.
Hi, Cole.
Yes.
See you at
Richard Rod
405.
Stephen agrees what's on it. So.
Okay,
Uh,
all right.
So there was
Now,
some, oh, go ahead.
so, Mr. Katika, there is an offer. However, because when we had this discussion, Your Honor, I've checked with the lawyers here, you and I have discussed it. We don't know, Mr. Katika, whether a plea, and when I understand that's what you wanted to do, would have a detrimental effect on your going to drug court. So as we discussed, I'm asking the court to set you a new date sometime after. Now, you indicated to me you thought drug court started on October 26th.
I have a court date for drug court sometime in October around the 26th. Yes, I don't have the exact
Counting
date
down the
because I don't have
days
the
of,
paperwork with me.
About a days.
Anyway, I'm gonna ask for an adjournment past that time
No drug
so
court.
that you're
Go home.
actually in the court, drug court, before you actually enter a plea here, which at that point, since it preceded your going to drug court, wouldn't be a violation.
I'll
I don't
check it out.
believe. So, do you have any objections to that?
He's like us, puts
No.
out too much content to keep up with everything.
So we'll,
You can fall
try.
behind real easy.
we'll just
I
adjourn the
do.
matter to November 2nd. How about November 2nd for, we'll leave it as. a
Dick Harris,
consent,
ladies and
November
gentlemen. I
2nd,
needed to know.
Dick Harris, I'm doing
Yeah.
all right.
8:30.
Okay, Mr. Katika, good luck. And
Dick
if
Harris.
you're in the meantime, you might want to talk to whoever your lawyer was. I'm the
Are you finding it strange? Like a while ago, we had the guy who was a retail fraud for the bum equipment. He had already done 13 days.
Yeah,
How
it's a
had
lot.
he not? How had he not seen the judge already? You know, the judge would have given him like 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days, but 13 days. That's a
Well,
long
listen, we're
time.
used to licking. Things are different. Like, listen to some of these. These people are getting fines for $250. I mean, that's unheard of. Seriously, we make jokes like you got to murder somebody and licking in order to get to stay in. But you're right.
13 days retail
yeah,
fraud.
It's
Oof.
quite a bit.
Hefty.
Well, the next contestant comes up. I gotta say, I think that a lot of people have figured out what you have about licking because there are a lot of people on and watching and waiting.
Oh, that was. Did you see how we just got unjustly thrown out of that courtroom?
What are we doing here? Some entree leadership?
I think so, Creed. I think so.
Well, I got Miss Fink up. If we want to jump to her for a second, see what's going on here.
Ni gani inaanza? Jina ya kwanza ama ya-
No, of course.
jina ya kwanza ndio inaanza?
Yeah.
While you
Yes,
pull
sir.
something up, we'll sit here and tell you, hey, it's Wild Wormin Wednesday over on We Gotta Chase today at 4:05. It's always always with the interpreter.
And it's always a rough one. It seems like we'll go to an interpreter and it's like,
Sally, you smoking some glue, are you? I like that. All right.
I didn't know that was even a thing. But now I know, and I may have to not try it.
Yeah, by the way, so where we just were, is that Tennessee 67th the same as Vernon?
Yes. I've seen up to 4 different courtrooms there all at one time. So like I said, multiple courtrooms.
Okay, Griggs, I watch that shit. That's great. All right. So now I see why Sally says that. I got it.
Little glue smoking dude.
Oh,
Creed, I don't know what's happening over here, but she's a hottie.
Are you
hey now
telling me, Miss Lyons, that you've got a bed bug issue right today?
Oh,
Hey
now. In the courtroom.
You got pictures with you that you took?
power in the water.
Well, with you?
Not good.
Yeah.
I didn't print nothing out. I got pictures of where I put gallons after they sprayed. I got big.
Okay, hold on. I
She
don't,
got bit.
ma'am,
Dog bit, as they say.
have you forwarded these pictures on to them?
No,
Woof.
Well, so how are they going to know about it?
because she signed
Wow.
about it. She lied. But anyway, I can accept the date. I'm not gonna dispute her because God knows all truth.
Monkey, keep your ass out of jail, damn it.
What he see, don't try to explain. Not gonna argue with this lady.
Well, no. If there's a bed bug, ma'am, listen to me. Just listen to me. If there's a bed bug problem going on right now,
Right.
if there's some kind of infestation problem going on right now, then I'm gonna want them to go and check it out
Mhm.
and address the problem.
Yes.
Creed was calling
And when
me.
we come back here on the next court date, which I'm going to give you guys now, it'll be November 9th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
We've had issues
When we
with the
come back-
streams, Vinny.
When we
so
come back,
could be happening.
I'm
It's a
going to want to
YouTube thing.
hear a report from you both sides about what happened to address what Ms. Lyons is saying is a present infestation problem. Okay? All right. You guys understand that at Flint House?
No, sir,
Uh-oh.
You don't understand that?
Judge.
Yeah.
Who is-
I
She's
didn't
having that
hear you.
same
I'm
issue.
sorry. My phone was breaking up.
Well,
Hello?
counsel, did you hear what I said?
Yes, Your Honor. I will direct my client to go over and have an inspection done on the unit.
How long
Thank
does that take, though?
You're welcome.
We will see you guys November 9th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, she'll give you a notice.
You don't
Have a
like
seat.
Judge Marbell? Are you
Hey,
kidding
Brianna,
me?
can I talk to you?
Tell me why you
Valencia, I'll
don't
give you a
like
call after court, okay?
the great
Yes,
judge.
you
Okay,
will.
thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm District Judge Herman Marable from 67th District Court here in Flint.
I'm sorry, Marable.
The Lions will mail you a notice for.
Now, because my phone don't work with Zoom. I'm 60-year-old. I don't even know. how to use Zoom.
That's what makes him so great. The rambling. Ramble on, baby. Rambles on.
She's not here. She's not here.
Do I want to know why?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next month.
Okay. I'll send it to the mail. I'm not gonna-
Damn, he's get out.
Nope, we're
I
gonna
said
send you a
get.
notice in the mail.
Okay, thank you. You guys have a nice day.
Good old Creed left us lickings coming up. So get ready
And
for
speaking
that.
of bugs. Flint Housing Commission versus Asia L. Bugs. Case number C22G5485LT.
Brianna Kingsley appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Get ready. I'm gonna
Is
get
Asia
looking
Bugs
up here.
Good afternoon. I'm Asia Bugs. ASIA.
Welcome, Asia Buds.
BUGS.
Miss Bugs. Miss Asia Bugs.
Okay, Flint Housing versus Asia Bugs. Miss Bugs.
Taking
you
these bugs to court.
understand that you do have the right to be represented by an attorney.
Yes.
You understand that you might be able to get an attorney free of charge from Legal Services of Eastern Michigan.
Yes.
And you understand I would give you a new court date if you wanted a chance to speak to an attorney.
Yes.
So knowing all of this, are you going to represent yourself or speak to an attorney?
Represent myself.
You're going to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
Have you applied for some sort of assistance or anything, or are you contesting this, or I don't know what's happening?
Yes, sir. I went Monday at noon and applied. So I'm just waiting to hear something back from them. But they said it would take like anywhere
Who
from.
did you apply with?
I went down.
Oh, now Creed
went down
comes
to
back.
DHS and
Now
applied.
Creed wants to
You
come
applied
back.
for SER?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor, it takes about 10 to 14 days to get a decision. Could we adjourn this to November 9th?
Since you're talking about something stupid, do you want to jump to licking? Because
Yeah, that's why I've been pulling up the whole time you've been gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Rewinding it.
Emily's having she's having a bad day. I had to answer the phone.
I've got it rewound if you want to watch it from the beginning when Sue says take it away.
Separate traffic violation for having expired tags under the Pataskala City Code 33510D, and that is a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is a $150 fine. Understand what those two charges are, and Ms. Daniels, and what the maximum penalty could be on that?
Yes, sir.
And do you know what you would like to do with those charges? Would you like to enter one of the pleas of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Thank you, Mary.
Or would you like to continue this to talk with a lawyer before you enter any kind of a plea? What's your pleasure here?
I would just like to.
It's your pleasure.
Like a no contest.
I'm sorry. Do the no
I just wanna
contest.
I'm sorry, clear your throat. And I might hear
Do the
you.
no contest. The no contest is an admission of the truthfulness of what it says in that traffic citation. I will read the citation, the statement of facts supporting the citation.
Is he a third judge now? Like, I mean, he's got his name up there, and now he's gone.
No, you're gonna have this.
no.
This is an ongoing problem today at licking.
The difference between the plea of guilty and the plea of no contest is the plea of guilty is a complete admission of guilt. You need to read a statement. You just admit to the violation. With the no contest plea, you're not admitting anything that could be used against you at a later date, either in civil court in a civil case for damages, nor could it be used as the basis for an additional traffic or criminal complaint. But basically, you would end up with a finding of guilty, most likely, in both settings. You understand you would be waiving the right to have a trial if you plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Basically,
Holy crap! Did you see how many people? Wait until you see how many people are in the.
Oh yeah!
My God!
Yes, sir.
Court will accept that plea of no contest as knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered into. And let me tell you what the statement of facts says here.
A little different pace over here with Judge
Says
Dumb.
that on June 26th, that in the city of Pataskala, I observed an individual that I later determined to be Courtney Daniels driving westbound on Broad Street near Summit Road. I ran a random registration check on the vehicle through leads, which showed that the owner, Courtney Daniels, had a suspended driver's license. It also showed that the tags on that particular vehicle were expired. A traffic stop was made on Summit Road near Broad Street, and I eventually did issue a citation for both of those offenses.
Does Dave?
I issued the ticket and advised her that she needed to be in court on a later date and time in Newark at the Licking County Municipal Court. Anything you would like to add or take away from the facts of that statement, Ms. Daniels?
Thank you, Mary. She's got a tough job.
The court would make a finding that the statement of facts does support the allegations in the complaint, enter a finding of guilty on those two violations.
Did anybody call her asshole yesterday?
You want to tell me regarding that?
Well, if they did, shame on them.
Our way of sentencing here.
No, thank you.
Shame on them if they said anything back to her. She really looks like she had a rough night. I mean, really. I did those eyes there.
I mean, that's what happens when you drive without a license, Creed. Rough nights.
Imagine she was driving. Again, she's like the beginning of a really bad horror movie right there.
Guilty finding, court would impose a
scary
$150 fine for driving without the license and $25 on the expired tag.
$170.
Court costs on one of those only, not both of those.
That's why I love you guys so
How do we
much.
do that when she's over there in terms of
I think you might have hit that one.
Carrie.
payment? Will they give her a payment date at the jail? You still have her come over
How many
there?
days has this girl been in jail?
Daniels, I just need to have
She's
you
2 hours ago, Your Honor. Oh, God.
here today. You'll be released. Come over
Loud,
here.
she's
and they
passing.
will give you a payment date on that. Give you some
Ship
time
us
to
out.
get that taken care of. Any question about that?
No.
Are you sure, Mayor?
Maybe she's just really thirsty. That's why I need to give her a bottle of water or something.
All right, you'll be released to see the clerk today, and that'll take care of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nina the lurker back at it again with a long
Wait a
one.
minute, hang on.
Oh,
You
no.
have a-
She watching right now? I'm
thought you
not confronting her. It's not worth my time.
I usually don't, but
It looks like you have
that one pisses me off. We had every right to. If you come and call me an asshole on Facebook, I'm gonna look
For
at
no
your
reason.
Facebook and
Yeah.
I so I don't really care how you feel on that one.
You have another case that I believe was pending in this court for possessing drug abuse instruments.
Oh, no.
22 CRB.
Shocking.
Sorry, I missed that. That's my fault. Basically says that you did knowingly possess an instrument, article, or thing, or the customary or primary purpose of which is the administration of a dangerous drug.
True, she's like a licking
used as
ape.
A hypodermic or syringe.
Almost got away with it.
Lawfully administer that drug. That is the charge. And that
Perfect
dates
crime.
back to
She hasn't moved either. She's just
June 4 of 2022.
good zombie.
That is a misdemeanor of the second degree to carry up to 90 days in jail and up to a $750 fine. if
Whoa!
you're convicted of that.
God.
Big one.
What that charges and what the maximum penalty could be on that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And do you, would you like to enter a plea on that today, or would you like to continue this so you can talk with a lawyer about that? It is a criminal with jail possible penalties, criminal charge.
Yeah, I'd like to see an attorney.
I'm sorry?
I would like to get an attorney on that charge.
You'll be getting your own.
All right, do you work? That's where we're going to start.
This is a not guilty, and we'll set this up.
Dave, thank you. I owe you a
Over here,
fur.
They'll give you a date on that, and that'll give you time to come over here and fill out the paperwork. Make sure you do that so that we can get somebody appointed
you.
to represent
You're
you. If you need a court-appointed lawyer. If you're going to hire your own lawyer, that's fine too. We'll just make sure that you communicate with your lawyer about that. But come over here, and we'll give you the
Dog's got
paperwork
good
on
taste.
that also. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Let me write this up.
We'll see you soon.
I'm gonna let you sign a.
We're not gonna find out if she's indigent or not.
Something that you need to know.
Goes
here.
without saying, Mike.
If you fail to appear on the recognizance
yes,
bond,
yes.
like we had with that other thing. with
That
the
other
gas
thing.
thing, if you fail to appear, it's a little bit different.
J. Stephen
If you
O'Neill.
appear on that on a recog bond, they can charge you with failing to appear on a recog bond, which is a misdemeanor of the first degree, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You do not want to do that and complicate this whole thing with that. Failing to appear like that, if I'm on the bench, that always costs some jail days, and there's really no need for that. Just get back here and be here when you need to be here, okay? The other thing that's bad about it is if you don't show up, makes it really hard in the future to get a recog bond if you need one, okay?
Unless you
Don't want to put
go in
yourself
front of
in
any
that
of the other
position.
two judges.
So with that in mind,
I think this is the
whenever that
longest
not
somebody has
guilty
stood at this
plea
podium
is
for a couple of charges.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 3 days in. He
I
saw
made
some
the-
people. He saw people in the courtroom already today. I watched that. That was like
Damn.
4 people.
All right, so for real, so is he a third judge or what? Do you have any idea?
He's a
I'm
fill-in. He's a fill-in. I'm
Is
pretty
he just a
sure.
fill-in and he brings his name tag with him?
He didn't have it at first because he's in Stansberry's spot. It had Stansberry's name. They took it out.
And who is this guy?
Oh, he's helping them today. Yeah, I've seen this guy too.
all
He's
right,
been
well,
helping them.
sign that recog bond, just come back and see us. Any questions
Oh,
about
so
that?
she is getting out today.
Now, when you come over here,
Of course she
if
is.
you want copies of anything in the file here about the complaint or whatever, they'll get you a copy of that. So if you need any paperwork, make sure you tell them that you would like a copy. All right. Thank you very much. That'll be all.
What a crowd. I wish we could get just a static shot of who's in the crowd at the moment. He looks familiar.
Does she?
Yes, she does. You got the neck tat perfect, by the way. The eyes.
Yeah, thank you.
The eyes.
Are you Mr. Hess?
Yes, sir.
Very good. This is State versus Freddie Hess. Mr. Hess is here on a
It should
criminal
be.
charge in 22
Sue's working.
CRD
She's there.
1495. Basically, that charge says that you did engage in a pattern of conduct which knowingly caused someone else to believe that you would cause physical harm to that person.
You threw tater
Or
salad
cause
at her.
mental
It's called
distress.
threat.
That is a misdemeanor of the first degree, which under 2903-211 carries up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. There's a second charge that says that on September the 18th in the city of Newark, that you did recklessly violate the terms of a protection order issued or a consent agreement approved under either civil or criminal statutes of Ohio. And under 2919-27, that is a misdemeanor of the first degree, violating a protection order, carries up to 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Also,
1,000.
Big money today, guys.
those
Big
are
money.
the two charges that you have here in this case. And I assume that you were picked up on that warrant.
Punch her in the cooter. I don't give a
Yesterday
damn.
or today? Which was it? You picked up today?
Yesterday.
Okay, very good. Understand what those charges are and the
Love it.
maximum penalties, sir?
Yeah, I understand them.
And do you know what plea you might like to enter on those at this time, or would you like to continue this to consult with a lawyer? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna consult with the attorney.
Okay, we
Good
will
call.
Smart move.
continue this.
Are you indigent?
And, anybody
Come on,
here
bud.
on this case
My dude's flush with cash.
bond at all? Mr. Hess, what would you like me to
Yes, sir.
know about setting bail in this matter?
Can I get my OR on them? I mean, I really didn't do it, but
Oh, well then let him out. Shit, what are we
Oh.
doing here?
That's fine. You and Randy Thorpe could go have some lunch today then.
That dude looks like he's never threatened a soul in his entire life.
Mayor Wrench, have you ever seen a picture of the guy that owns Bang Energy? I've seen it on the internet. It's absolutely hilarious and it's perfect. Have you seen him, Mikey?
I have not, but I've seen Judge Dumb.
Okay, hang on one second.
Why does it look like he's got giant boobs? Like he's laying back and like hitting him in the.
I mean, he's in an authoritarian state. He's like laid back.
Protection order on another day, September the 19th. I think everything here was either September 20, September 19, or September 18 of 2022. So it all happened there in a sequence of about 3 days. So you got 2 counts of recklessly violating the protection order and 1 count of menacing, aggravated menacing.
Menacingly.
There he is. He's the owner of Bang Energy Drink.
Menacing was shocking, rather. I'm sorry.
Good for him.
Yes, good for him.
All 3 of those misdemeanors at the first degree with the same penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. So, with that in mind, we're going to continue the arraignment.
No OR. No OR. Since you did say you didn't do it.
Mr. Hess.
Hey guys, gonna say it's a pretty bad looking short
sad looking
monetary monorail today.
So sad. We might have to end the trip early for lack of fuel.
Yeah.
Might pull over. I mean, I don't want to say this guy's guilty, but he looks like he would menace.
Oh, I hear Sue. There she is. Is that true? They have Bang Energy Drink with alcohol in it?
What?
Imagine.
They have the Mountain Dew ones with booze in them now too.
Saw that. Did you know that all you have to do is buy new markers and all of a sudden you become a better artist? It's kind of crazy.
That's all it took.
They've really upped this game, man. I'm telling you.
You know, I've got to shout out the people at Expo. That's right. If you're looking for some great court drawing material right here, this will up your game as well.
The official marker of we got a case. Bigfoot, thank you.
Bigfoot on the train.
Boom. Instant, I tell you.
High quality production here today. Well, we've got through almost 2 people so far with Judge Dumb.
It's going to be the longest we got a case ever.
What could happen next, Creed, that would just up this to the next level, you say? That right there. I mean,
but
next level.
It's still just the I really wish that we could get back to the really,
yeah, put a little effort into it, a little bit of work, put you back into it.
Really? At least the emojis are not bad, though.
No, they're not. They're not bad.
You're looking to do something later tonight.
.xyz sounds safe to me.
Sounds perfect.
Look at him. He's like, there's that menacing we were talking about earlier. There it is.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little scared, actually.
He does not like that the judge is taking his time. Yeah, who needs all that? I got a $2 marker. I'm good to go, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's been out for a little bit. Good day, sir.
A fellow YouTuber now.
Love it. Mad Cave.
The Mattis.
Great to see you, sir.
Be heading to his part of the world tomorrow.
God bless. Hey, saw they put up, since we got plenty of time, I saw that they are live on YouTube now with Friends in Manila, or FIM.
That's smart. Very smart. SIM marked. Mad Cave, can you find out if Favorita House is mad at us?
Yeah,
or
she
or
said
we're
good-
not. I
said-
couldn't understand her message that
said
well.
good job at the end of it, and like that could be like, hey, good job, love you
But
guys,
don't-
or that
don't
could
be-
be like, hey, good job, Nina. I mean, sorry, can't let it
I'm
go.
still looking for. You say it's in the group. I gotta go to the group and look at it.
Afternoon. I would be happy. Just
No. I'd like to keep that under the
no, it's fine to read. It's on a public group for God.
Oh, it's on the public group.
Yes. It's
Is
on our-
Nina one of our usual viewers?
Ah, shit.
I like to think she is.
Good
I
luck.
think
No, I
she
just
is.
lost it. There it is.
Did anywhere inside the message, let me ask this before you read it or say anything about it. Did it say, hey guys, great 911 reenactment, Mikey, but here is my problem with today's show?
No, it just said, not good. Not good watching you both troll on Suzanne's Facebook. Not a good look, you guys. Not a good look. And I
Again.
said nicely, I said, but it's a good look to stroll through and call people assholes here on Facebook. And Nina says, no, but you're the host. Rise above it, eh? And I said, why are you sticking up for someone who does that? It's very odd. Says, I'm not, Creed. I watch Monday through Friday, and I'm a lurker most of the time, but this made me feel very uncomfortable watching you and your viewers going through her Facebook.
Oh, it made me uncomfortable too. I was uncomfortable when she called me an a-hole, and I had to sink to that level. I mean,
You
I did not
understand
want
that
to.
If you put yourself out there like that and saying something like that, that opens you up to that. It's a public forum. It's there. It's what it's for. Made me very uncomfortable watching you. They called you assholes. So what, Creed? You're better than that. I'm not better than that. How would you take so Nina, I should go on your Facebook and go through and call a bunch of your family and friends assholes, right? That's fine.
Nina,
All
maybe
right.
you confused me and Creed. I'm the one that's above that. Creed is not. Let's clear up all the confusion right now.
Yeah.
Just right
Good
now.
cop, bad cop.
I don't know. There are times I do feel like, yeah, we shouldn't be, saying acknowledging
our own
people. But
battles.
when somebody comes in and just blatant, I guess it wouldn't have been so bad if it had been like an Alex.
Carrie, thank you. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. My time done. Yes, you're not kidding.
Look at. I mean, this is going to be a long episode.
Very quick. I'm sorry, and then continue. Thank you, Fire Cow. Already
But
on the.
this seemed like a nice little old lady comes in and calls us assholes for no reason other than she just want to call us assholes. I mean,
listen. We let a lot of it go. We definitely pick our battles. A lot of them you guys don't even see, and they just get deleted, and that's fine. But when you're coming in on Facebook like that, like an idiot, and say that you deserve, I don't care. That's and I hate to say this, but again. You do something like that, you deserve it. It's just how I feel. We can.
I got a 4-pack. I don't want to brag, but I got a 4-pack. Don't want to flex on you like that, Shells. But yeah, it's the same thing as if I was standing in front of her house screaming at her, and she walked outside and she's like, sir, you are an asshole. Understood. But if I'm at my job and you come into my place of business and decide, you know what? I need to take time to put pen to paper and call these guys an asshole. I'm sorry. That was a little much. That just got me. I let a lot go, but I couldn't let that go. I picked my battles, and that was my battle.
Different cases here. Court will set a bond of $2,500 cash or surety plus a recog. No contact of any kind with Cindy Smith. No weapons or firearms on the 2 cases. in 22 CRB.
And I love you, Nina.
195.
I love you and I respect
The other
it.
case,
But at the
22
same time,
CRB, 1491. You do a recog only on that one with no contact with Cindy Smith, no weapons or firearms of any kind.
Is this the guy that was in here and then Cindy came up too? Is this isn't the same guy? No,
no, I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about? It was a couple that
Sign that recog bond. If you do make any contact with that woman whatsoever, telephone,
That woman,
email, whatever it is, no smoke signals, anything.
Unless it's from
Any
Suzanne.
contact will cause a warrant to issue. I'll pick you up. You won't get any bond in the future till this case is over with, and you'll wasted your money putting up the 10%, putting up the bond.
We just didn't know if it
and
was
you
like
will,
good job or a good job,
find
asshole.
yourself
You know.
yeah, she just said, "Don't be putting up any more pictures of her
kidding. So
boobies."
if you were willing to look over that,
I said, "Don't be taking them out."
Of no
Is it
contact,
Stars? Is she Stars' real
I
mother?
would suggest the second one will be punishing. So don't be doing it. Stay away from her.
She's contacted me.
I don't care if she contacts you
By smoke
you can't
signals.
Talk to her.
And a hot air
But
balloon.
that's not what
So
it
talk
says
to
on
me,
here.
asshole.
The deputy says in that report that you called 4 times while the deputy was standing there. he heard the conversation. So long and short, don't make any contact because we take this stuff seriously and don't want to see that happen.
All right.
I didn't contact her. Deputy
Oh,
said you called
Sarge, hey,
4 times.
listen, I got to say about Judge Gary Dumb, slow mover, but he has given us a lot more info than I feel that we get from Judge George or Stansbury put together.
Absolutely.
Are you Mr. Cush?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Mr. Cush, you've got a
That's what I was thinking.
citation here that says that you did operate a motor vehicle with a failure to reinstate suspension under the New York City Code 436071. That is an unclassified misdemeanor up to a $1,000 fine and up to 500 community work hours. I believe that's the only thing you have pending here.
500 community work hours.
I think it goes back a while.
Good God, could you imagine?
It's been around quite a while.
He's an hanging judge.
Now, I lose track of you.
I actually had a court date I believe it was this last Monday, and I got stranded in Coshocton.
Was he shot in the head?
To walk home. And long story short, I had somebody call the ambulance. And they took me to Bethesda Hospital where I found that I've got multiple kidney stones that was keeping me from actually being able to walk anywhere. So they admitted me there. And after they diagnosed me with that, I seen that
I think you previously entered a not guilty on this case.
Can I plead out on this?
Yes, you can do that.
Yes, I go ahead and plead guilty.
You enter a plea of guilty, you waive your right to have a trial.
I like
Understand
Judge
that?
Dumb.
Yes, I do.
All right. I will accept that plea of guilty then if that's what you want to do. What would you like to tell me about that?
It's been so long ago, sir, I don't even remember what it was.
Say that.
It's been so long ago, I don't even really remember what it was that had happened.
It looks like all it is failing to reinstate your driver's license.
Yeah,
No
I
reinstatement fee. Do you know how much you owe the state of Ohio?
No, sir, I don't.
Well, listen, I don't know how long this case goes back 2 years from about 2020.
Cooper, thank you and hallelujah.
How much do you think he owes?
It's easier to pay off than it's ever been. If you take the time to go into the
Cooper
bureau
and Dave.
talk to them, they may waive most of that fee.
That would be awesome.
Well, you will never know until you go in there and do it. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if it was me and I like driving, and I kind of do, it makes things more convenient. Get yourself to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. Right now, you can go into any deputy registrar's office, wherever you buy tags. You don't have to go to Columbus to do it like you used to have to do. Go into the deputy
Do all ours
registrar's
online.
office. Tell them you owe reinstatement fees and you'd like to know what it takes to get.
I made Dave's name bigger because he's on the second one.
They'll tell you exactly.
I like that.
Hey,
Farmer Chad, thank you. Hallelujah.
Might qualify
City folks just don't get
I'll tell you really quick.
Keep going.
Wonderful.
All right.
Wow. That's great.
That's great. You gonna give me the money for it?
No.
How can you watch that show? I can't imagine that. And I know it's a hit. Emily is all right with that stuff.
My wife is the same way, so I can't say anything.
Oh, somebody's a fast typer there. Did you hear that?
Definitely wasn't me.
That's it. Not me either. All right, this monetary monorail down there looks a little bit better. I feel better.
It's got a little girth to it now. I will BRB. I'm on my 9th bottle of water today, and I need to go to the bathroom.
Hell yeah, he's flushing out kidney stones like this dude over here. Looks like he got shot in the head.
Oh yeah, by the way, let me finish this real quick.
$150 fine plus the costs. We'll give you time to do that. You need to come over here and they'll give you some time to do that. Give you some paperwork on that.
Oh, did they just have a
So
earthquake there in
clerk's
Lincoln?
office over here.
The ears.
You'll be
Bullet
released
hole.
here today.
Got it.
Come see us over here. Any questions about that?
No, sir, other than I do have an appointment back here with the hospital to have those stones blasted tomorrow.
Oh.
That's what the sheriff's department told me that this morning.
Is that a thing?
Good luck with it.
I thought you had to pass them.
Thank you.
All right.
What do you do? Go in and sandblast them? You can leave now. Go see Sue.
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Seems like a nice old guy. Grandpa. Not this first row. Oh, God almighty. I think that he hangs out with Methody. No?
All right. And you are
Such a nice
Sean
dude.
Orr. Sean Orr. Very good. Mr. Orr, looks like you have a matter
No
here
shit.
that
You learn something new every day. This guy, remember the lawyer Dave, whose mouth is always hanging out, and he's always like, this is his son.
charged here in a complaint that says that you did on or about August 17, 2022 in Franklin Township in Licking County, that you did make or cause to be made a telecommunication.
Thank you, Bobby Earl.
Bobby.
Made from a device under your control with purpose to abuse, threaten, or harass another person.
Charles Benson
In
II.
this case, that other person would be Kimberly Allen. Under 2917-21B1, that is a misdemeanor of the first degree, most commonly referred to as phone harassment.
Another phone
Understand
harasser.
what that charge is and what the maximum penalty
Telecommunications felony.
No, sir. This is an ongoing process with telephone communications harassment between the two of us.
Okay, well, hang on a second here.
It's a little game we play. It's a little back and forth, Your
I'm not
Honor.
asking you if you agree with it or not. I'm just asking
Okay, I'm
you
sorry.
if you understand. what
Yeah,
that
tell me about
charge
that,
is.
Gianni.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, with that in mind,
I do feel better about myself after watching Licking.
what would you
As thin as a
would
dog.
you like to enter, or would you like to continue this to talk with a lawyer before you enter a plea? I'll set bail on it no matter what. What's your pleasure?
Sir, I'd like to consult an attorney on this because
Let me
Miss
ask
Allen
you-
can't.
Let me ask you a question here. Do you think you might apply for a public defender, or are you going to hire your own lawyer?
Probably public defender. I don't have funds at this time.
Okay. Well,
This
let's
guy
do
should
this.
be really embarrassed because that's the first one he's asked.
Arraignment. Why don't we do a
Mm.
not guilty? Enter a not guilty on that. You're not waiving anything by doing it that way.
Hope so.
That way you won't have to come back and see us for another arraignment.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Yes, sir.
I'll enter the not guilty for you. So now, tell me what you would like me to know about setting bail in this matter.
I'd like to see if I can get OR'd, sir, and get back to work.
Ask him. Where you work?
We're waiting.
Where do you work?
Sally, were you talking about this guy? Good looking dude. Nice tie, by the way.
Excellent tie.
Or this guy. Both
Sir.
on the same show, I think. Or this guy. How about this guy?
Maybe that guy.
This guy? Ew. Smell your fingers, dude.
Or this guy.
I'm telling you, those are the best damn markers on the market. Amazing.
I mean, you see them side by side. It's almost remarkable.
It really is.
Uncanny, some would say, the way I wield this marker of mine.
Babbler.
He's a skinny dude for sure. Did he say how the hell does he work on lawnmowers with arms that skinny?
Yes.
We'll push him over. Okay. His frail little arms.
I just, like I said, I wish that every once in a while, if we ever talk to, I want to have I want to interview Stansberry someday. He's on my list now, and I do want to ask if we could just get a stat.
Ew.
Oh, he's been doing that a lot. I'm waiting for him to like lick or smell it. But I want just a static shot of what's happening there in the room. You know. Actually, I almost think I could do that. I think I could get that into paint. Because
it's he's had a long day already.
I like him. I really do. With arms like that, he better have a self-propelled mower. I don't.
There's something right here. You can see the little T mark, like maybe he was hit with some. Thank you so much. Thank you. He's so small. SMall.
Wait, oh, you okay? Thank God Dolphins fan isn't here. I am never going to bitch about the time that it takes either Stansberry or Judge George to look through paperwork ever again.
You looking at the few emails that were sent in?
What?
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
I was just seeing if you'd seen the emails that were sent to the courts.
There are some in the file here, yeah.
Mind reading them, Judge Dumb, please?
I'm just taking a look here at the whole file.
Getting a real look-see.
Taking a little gander.
I'm looking at your ninth grade report card. End of year testing. You didn't do too well, bud. It was almost like he was trying to hurry him along. What are you reading? What's taking so long? He says.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. We can go back just ever so slightly. Just look.
Oh, good luck with that.
It's just such a quick shot. You know what I mean? Back to life. It's amazing, though, that you can move this thing now.
Oh, yeah. People used to complain. Watch out. We couldn't pause this and we couldn't rewind it at all.
It's one of those awkward moments where you think that the judge might have forgotten about you or fallen asleep or something. So
he's like, so can I help you in any way over there, Judge? Is there anything I could do to help speed this along?
Oh, time to get up.
Somebody's
He's taking
alarm.
a nap.
Somebody's alarm is going off. Everybody's looking to make sure it's not
getting
them.
the door.
Oh.
Was it her phone?
Yeah, it was her phone. Yeah.
Why didn't she reach for it then? he figured it out that fast. Look at this guy's. Oh my God, he's like, his head's gonna hit the top of the thing. He's nodding off.
$2,500 cash or surety bond. And a recog portion with no contact with Kimberly Allen of any kind, no weapons or firearms of any kind. Any contact with Ms. Allen in any way, shape, or form.
What's my daughter got to do with this?
Email, text messages, social media, nothing. Any contact with her will result in a warrant being issued.
Been in Ohio lately.
And as I said, the gentleman will revoke the bond. Won't think twice about doing that. Lose the money you got up on the other one that you posted on the other one. So no contact of any kind. Post that $2,500 cash or surety bond, and we'll see you back here at a later date and time for a pre-trial or pre-trial. Go ahead and fill out an application for a public defender. You can get a copy.
And for a job too.
At the jail, they'll be happy to give you those. Get those taken.
Is that 10%, sir? Or no?
Yeah.
That'll be all.
Could have asked again. He's just a little hard to hear of him.
Elijah Williams.
Yes, sir.
Williams,
All right, I'll be RB.
Go ahead.
A complaint here that says that you did on or about October 4 of 2022 recklessly cause inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm to another person by engaging in fighting or threatening harm to persons or property, or engaging in violent or turbulent behavior, and that you did not stop that behavior after reasonably being requested to do so. That is the misdemeanor of the 4th degree of disorderly conduct under 291711. Persistent disorderly is what it's called. Carries up to 30 days in jail and a $250 fine. Understand what the charge is and what the maximum penalty could be on that misdemeanor for?
I have never been in court or anything like this before.
I'm having trouble hearing you on Mr. Williams.
I haven't went through this before.
Well, there's no first timers class.
My question is, do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty?
I think so.
What part are you having trouble with? Charged with disorderly conduct, persistent disorderly, that's failing to stop after being told to do so. And the penalty is maximum of 30 days in jail and $250 fine plus cost is the worst that could happen. You understand that?
That's the worst.
Very good. Do you know what plea you might like to enter on that, or how you'd like to proceed with that case here today?
Not guilty.
We'll do a not guilty on that.
Good move.
And what would you like me to tell me? Would you like to tell me about setting bail on that?
What would you like me to tell your mom?
At this moment,
What's
I don't
that?
have. At this moment, I don't have a job or anything.
Looking for that first timers discount, right, Pez?
Mr. Williams' case. Okay, very good.
That'd be great if they could. Like, he's looking down, he's reading it right now. He's like, must be that guy I go to for puppy trading. Shocker, jobless. Getting noisy over there, somebody better talk to somebody. Look at his face. He's like, oh, God. I'll be here all day. I'm going to say he's going to say like $2,500. He's pretty steady on these. Oh. I'm waiting for Creed to get back before I unveil this guy's picture because I have a feeling he'll still be here when we get back. And while we're waiting, please like this video if you haven't already done so.
Where do you normally live, Mr. Williams? What address?
My mom's.
120 apartment A off road.
Who else lives at that address?
My mom, my sister, and my brother.
Surprise, surprise. But I don't live with them, Judge. They live with me. It's a difference. Also, subscribe to We Got a Case only channel. Tons of stuff. We're going to be trying to news things here and there. Just keep an eye out for all the new stuff.
Called it with his mother.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that hard, Creed.
Yes. I got a little bit of a what is that? Naruto? Is that the name for that one character? A little bit of a Naruto feel.
I mean, I would have gave the judge $100 if the first thing he said to him was, "Hey, crab man."
Can anybody see the fact that his eyebrows are about that thick? About that long. Not the judge.
Williams,
Mr. Williams.
I read the report, the police report. Looked like there was a lot going on last night at your house.
Thank you.
It looks like everybody was part of that.
That's what I was trying to say.
In it. I'm a little worried about sending you back over there without we take a look at it a little more carefully. I'm going to have somebody come out and do an evaluation, and then we'll put you back on here and talk about bail. For right now, I'm going to order you held for an evaluation just so that we can make sure that everybody's safe. Any question about that?
Wow, I want to see what's in them notes.
No, sir, but I do have a safe place.
It sounds like he was fighting everybody at the house.
Right, well,
hair checks out.
Find a place to put this here and.
By the way, he's got a persistent charge. So does that mean he's been charged? Griggsy don't know this. Does that mean he's been charged for that before? Or that it's a higher up charge when it gets it?
Well, at least he did know that thicker eyebrows are in style right now.
And does he wear those reflective kind of squared off new glasses that I guess, from the 80s, they're like popular now that just bug the living shit out of me.
Like the old school Oakleys type deal? They're talking about?
Yeah, but they're huge. They're huge and like reflective.
Okay, so somebody will be out and do an evaluation pretty shortly here, and then we'll get you back on the video and we'll see what we can do about setting a bail here that works for everybody. Okay.
I haven't seen my name is all forever.
All right. Thank you very much. We will see you later.
Interesting that he decided to go that way. Must have been involving a lot of members of the family. They must have said something that.
Yeah, he did something bad. No doubt about that.
Well, he got a haircut and he's back.
I thought Coolio was dead.
Was he at the table?
I hate to say this. There's no way we're going to get through all these. I wanted to see some of these people that are in the pews today, but my God.
We would basically just have to let it run, get up and walk away, come back every once in a while.
Right?
Cut it in time for We Got to Chase.
I have a feeling he might not even get through all these people until the end of We Got to Chase. It looks like some really good candidates in there today. It's like a huge tease. You know what I mean? Like you just get a little shot every once in a while.
What's he looking at? Did somebody carve something and he's reading something in the thing?
Yes.
This guy's got a crazy look. Look at his eyes every once in a while.
Yeah. Feeling he might need an evaluation too. Very similar.
I like that he gives the judge is giving all these people time to percolate, if you will. If they want to pop off, they got time.
Thank God I like this judge. Otherwise, these long periods in between. I really do feel like he's given us more backstory to the cases, though, than the other two.
He seems to be more strict as far as like his sentencing.
That's true too. We're so used to just Yeah, I mean, like they may need to reschedule. So.
We had to send all these people home. You imagine sitting there in the courtroom right now? You're like, God, I hope this is the last guy they got to see back there.
Oh, I know, and then it just keeps coming. The other thing I absolutely love about today is the Creed frame. But I also love how quiet it is over at Sue's.
Oh, it was getting rowdy while you were gone. I was like,
I heard a
man,
little
so much-
bit, but I mean, nowhere near. Sometimes you can't even hear over the judge and the person standing at the thing. Now, I was thinking more of that Chantel's brother from what is that from 90 Day Fiancé?
God, I hated that kid.
Her new boyfriend, brother. I'm telling you, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. I'm never going to complain about the long periods of time that Judge Stansbury and Judge George takes to go through paperwork.
He really giving me time to work. I appreciate it.
Could be a record day for the NFTs.
And you are Jermaine Montgomery?
Yes, sir.
All
Is this
right, very
germane
good.
to
Good
the
afternoon, Mr.
court?
Montgomery. It looks like
He's feeling the beats, bud. I see you and Kay both
there was
enjoy the
a
90-day
motion
fiance.
pending for an oral hearing on behalf of the state.
For probation, right?
Yeah, as to whether there should be a imposition of a previously suspended sentence. Probation department
See?
is
We're learning
here and
things.
represented.
Knowledge.
Your Honor, my name is Jordan Bernard, and I am the probation officer.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Oh,
No, I
shit.
appreciate
Oh,
that.
you are effed, buddy.
Mr. Bernard, tell me about your position relative to this violation. Has he just been picked up on this? And this
Yes,
is an
sir.
initial appearance?
This is initial appearance in relation.
Putting a lot more work on this one.
Okay. Well, before we go any further on that, let me tell you what.
Those money symbols in his ears.
Here is that the
Maybe.
probation violation, Mr. Montgomery, basically says that you failed to comply with the terms of probation. You were arrested and cited by the New Albany Police Department in October 25 of 2018 for assault. Appeared in Licking County Municipal Court on November 7 of 2019. Sentenced to 90 days in jail. The remaining days of the jail sentence were suspended. And today there are 80 days left hanging over your head. Placed on probation for a period of 365 days.
Something tells me he's going to fill
And
that
the warrant
sentence
was
out
issued for the
in
violation
jail.
of probation. And I believe the current date of termination of probation would have been October 16 of 2022.
So
close.
Real close,
This
bud.
kind of throws a wrinkle into it. Mr. Jordan, can you tell me what the probation violation, in terms of what has he not done that he should have been doing for you all?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Montgomery is supposed to have completed counseling. He has not done so. He was ordered to not leave the state of Ohio. He was arrested in January of 2021 in the state of West Virginia. He was also found to be in possession of a firearm when he was arrested. That is another violation of probation. He's not permitted to possess any weapons.
11 people waiting.
He's failed to conduct himself appropriately in West Virginia. He's picked up new domestic battery charges. The case is going for grand jury either this month or next month in the state of West Virginia. Additionally, while incarcerated in the Wicked County Jail, it's alleged that he assaulted another inmate.
Wow.
To receive serious medical care for an orbital fracture and a facial fracture.
Oh,
damn.
Did you hear that pretty well, Mr. Montgomery?
Yes, but I got something to say about it though. If
I bet you
Okay,
do.
well, hang on a second. You have a right to have a full hearing
Does
on
it say
that.
shit
If
underneath
you
his?
would like to have a full hearing.
Got a big ass tattoo on
You
his
can
neck.
deny those allegations, and we'll set that for a full hearing, at which time you can have a lawyer represent you, and you can actually defend that particular violation. You can also admit the violation, and if you do admit the violation, the worst that I could do would be to invoke the balance of that sentence, which appears to be about 80 days hanging over your head.
That's what the paper says.
We used to have
So
12,
those are the
so
choices.
that'll be
We can
9.
either-
So have somebody
we
on
can deny the
rotation
violation,
each week.
and we can
It's
set
kind
it
of cool.
over for a hearing date.
Hate to
or
see
we
Nye
can-
go.
You can admit the
Oh, don't
violation,
say that.
and we'll deal with the admission and the.
Hey, since we can pause this, I'm going to say that really quick. By the way, funny you just said that. Did you hear? It was some real breaking news out of Nye. 2 of the main guys, the big guys, their name are both suspended.
Uh-oh.
I'll pull up the.
80 days.
That's some real kind of
Probably
crazy
don't want to talk about the facts. too
breaking
much,
news.
Till you get to talk with your lawyer.
All right, well, I did violate, but not on my own my own intention. So that's why I really want to voice what's going on, because he isn't lying, but he just not he didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, like that he don't know.
Why don't we set it down for a hearing, and then we'll that'll give everybody time to develop that. You want to do that?
Real quick, and we'll pause it right there so you can get a good shot of everybody in there. 2 Nye County Sheriff's Office supervisors are facing criminal charges. Lieutenant Adam Tippett and Sergeant Corey Fowles. I think that Corey's the one, if you guys remember, where he turned the guy around and went to put him up against the wall and it broke the glass. That happened just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Charged with unlawful act on a computer and interference. Pretty crazy shit. That
Are they going in and changing people's bonds or something?
I don't know, some crazy stuff. They're high-profile investigators, despite much this is powers for years. But it's pretty interesting. If you just look up Nye County, that you'll see exactly Meatloaf is best. I heard that.
So if I do a hearing, then that means that I'm a admit to being violated, right?
No. If we set it for a full hearing, you're not admitting anything. We're just going to be able to, the state will come back at a later date and have to prove the allegations as to how you violated probation, and then we'll dispose of the case. If you admit the violation, that would be a violation. You would admit it, and we would just proceed
tough to hear.
Finish this case out with sentencing.
Right. I really don't know what to do, sir.
Excuse me for just a moment. I believe Nina had a statement to make. Go ahead, Nina.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
All right. Thank you, Nina. Appreciate that.
Well, here's what we will do. Right now, we'll just set it for a full hearing.
Okay.
And we'll on a.
Would I still get a chance?
Admission here. And we'll set it for a full hearing. And I'm going to order that it be held without.
I would probably do that.
Without bail on that probation violation until such time as the full hearing is held.
Yeah, Chuck knows what I'm talking about.
Do you give it a hearing date or you don't? Okay, clerk will set that very quickly here, and you'll get notice of that very quickly.
Did I stutter?
Mr. Jordan, anything else that you want to add to that?
Your Honor, I'd recommend that you request a court-appointed attorney to represent him at that future.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. fill out an application for a public defender so you have a lawyer here for that
He
hearing.
doesn't
okay?
have to.
Make sure
They'll
you
do it
fill that
for him
out.
because he's in jail.
They have
All
that
right.
format
Did
out
I
for the
stutter?
jail. Ask them for one of the court appointment forms.
Did
Fill that
I
out for us
stutter?
so we can get you appointed someone, all right?
Oh, bitch.
All right, thank you
Did
very
you just
much.
say son of a
Yes, sir.
bitch?
All right.
Hard of hearing.
Some bitch.
So weird. He's winding down. Are we done yet? Can we go to the pews, please?
You some bitch.
Thank you.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, Sue. Woo, Sue.
Always great to see Sue. She's looking great today.
Yes, Sue.
All
Flawless
right.
form by Sue. Love it. Now.
On to part
Oh,
two.
look at that stack.
Ah,
Look at
he
that
is.
stack. That's a lot of
Jesus
reading.
Christ. Oh,
I'm gonna read all these first, and then I'm gonna call you up here one
I
at a time.
listen. We got a little bit of time, but we got that amount of time. If you know what I
No.
mean.
Glenn, you want to step up here?
Best part of my day, seeing Sue.
Get right here.
Always
I'm
love to
not
see Sue.
sure. It looks like there was a continuance granted at some point, September 28th, and I think that was just granted.
Sue's the golden
in order
goose.
finish
I'd love
this
to.
case out with an amendment.
Easily.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the mess.
What's that?
Just
It looks like they were going to amend it to
What's that?
70 and a 55 as opposed to 85 and a 55. Save you the
Yeah.
point issues.
That's
just
what
need
we're
to
all here
finish it
for.
up today.
it was actually a 70. I wasn't at 70 mile an hour zone. The only thing I've been trying to do is get them to reduce the speed and take it by 5 mile an hour. And then the whole driving without a license thing, I didn't even know that I didn't have a license. It was because I didn't show proof of insurance on a prior
Okay.
ticket.
Okay, it looks like.
Are you shocked our first one isn't a dog
Mr.
case?
Cox, the prosecutor was willing to.
He saw a lot of traffic ones. He saw. He did see one dog one earlier where the dog was dead. So.
Oh.
And he still hit her with a $250
A
fine.
2-point violation as opposed to right now you're looking at.
She's like, the dog's dead. He's like, okay, all right, here, a $250 fine.
For you?
No,
He's the biggest
I
earner in
I
licking
can't afford
history.
points right now, or I'm going to end up losing my job.
Well, all
They said that they.
I
was
do
gonna
believe
give
him.
me
He's
a
got a
public
job.
Defender, the clerk's office, and they called me the day that I was supposed to be here.
you wouldn't qualify for a public defender because there's no jail associated with it. In order to get a public defender, jail has to be a possible penalty.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So any
Ooh.
minor misdemeanor
He
like
didn't like
speed
that.
wouldn't qualify. And I can't change the points myself, but that's not something I can do. It's actually grounds for removal from office, believe it or not. And I just assume be able to keep my job.
Yeah.
But the
Stepping on his own dick.
ticket, and he's actually saying he would amend it to 70 mile per hour zone.
Yeah, that was already
And
taken
that would,
care of.
and that would make it a 2-point violation as opposed to 4 points.
I got a CDL though, and the
Ooh, no, you don't.
put me at like 6 points on my license, and I can't afford 6 points
that's
on my
bad.
license because I won't be
Yeah,
covered
he's
on my
screwed,
boss's
man.
insurance. He was my boss was actually supposed to get a get me a lawyer, and he never got me a lawyer.
Your boss is gonna pay for you a quarter-point attorney, huh?
Truck, so it's just been a nightmare week.
Well, you shouldn't
What we
sweep that.
probably need to do then is just set up for a trial date, I would assume. We'll
Keep
just set up
postponing it as long as you
at that
can.
trial date. He could amend it, or that would be up to the state.
Is it possible to contact him like before court and see if he?
I don't know how approachable they are, really. You can try. I don't even know.
I don't even know these
I
guys.
don't really know what the setup is. whether
His
they have
boss is
a
like,
prosecutor's office separate from. You might look into that, or you can ask the clerk's office how to get in contact with them. They may be able to help you with that.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll just continue this. Then we'll set up for a trial date. I'm not sure what to write on here. We'll figure something out. Thank
I
you.
like that he said he can't lower it down.
Yeah, because I think that the cop already said, or whoever the prosecutor had already said that they lowered down, or already is lowered down, or something like that.
You notice how we never have like a prosecutor here ever?
Yeah, it's true. We don't even know the prosecutors.
No clue who it is, unless it's that really big dude that we seen sitting in that chair. These chains will be banging.
Speaking of banging, Marky, good to see you. Afternoon.
Okay, so.
What are you having for dinner in London? Is it a broil?
Chips.
On a plea date.
I've had those broils you guys have all the time. Delicious London broil.
And we'll reset it for a trial on a speed case of 85 in a 70 mile per hour zone, which is, I think, what it currently reflects as the truth.
Yeah, the actual
And
speed.
the judge
I
had
was
already
on,
signed the
70.
entry. Judge had already signed that entry, so that would be the charge. So you'll want to come back on a new date. Well, the clerk's office can give you a date on that, and we'll go from there. All righty?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That didn't work out the way that
No.
he wanted it to.
Not at all.
Tessa Craig.
Oh, is it one of? Nah, sorry guys.
It's the girl, it's the girl with the phone. Yeah, it's the phone girl.
Turn your phone off.
She had an alarm set for some reason. She thought she was going to be asleep today.
Ms. Craig, I'm not sure what we're doing here exactly.
Oh, no.
Well. Be here a while.
It looks
Marky
like
is leaving Facebook in 23 days.
quite a few
Countdown is
different
on.
charges for
Make sure to get a YouTube before then, Marky.
Just please.
go back to March 28 of 2020.
Must have had it out ready to go too.
I'm assuming that you haven't been in court on those at all yet? Okay. So it looks like that they have charged you with 12 different counts
Ooh.
of on March 28th of knowingly torturing, tormenting, needlessly mutilating or maiming, cruelly beating, poisoning, needlessly killing, or committing an act of cruelty against a companion animal. And in this case, a dog by the name of Gracie, a dog by the name of Raven, a dog by the name of Ange.
Dropped his rolling papers, had to come back in and get him. You see that?
I thought he was going to come back in and punch her in the back of the head. I was like, do it.
Would be
There you go, Kay. That's if I was a judge, that's the
first
sentence.
degree, which would carry up to 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine on each one of those.
Ooh.
Be the first
up to 12,000.
The 3 charges. Then there's a 4th charge that says that you did knowingly as a person who confines or who is a custodian or caretaker of a companion animal. In this case, Gracie negligently deprived that animal of necessary sustenance or confined the animal without supplying it during the confinement with sufficient quantities of good, wholesome food and water.
Ooh-wee.
And that is a violation of.
Damn, that's a bad one.
That's real bad. That's bad.
Section 959-131.
So you're right,
B2.
You nailed it.
That's a misdemeanor of the 2nd degree. Carries up to a $750 fine.
Yeah, hell with wait until she gets to
90
jail.
days
Just
in jail.
take care of that one then.
I gotta open these up.
Wish we had a live camera shot to see everybody's face in the pews when that one got read, because
I'm sure it was a lot like ours. Like
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I did not see that. Yeah, and she's wearing scrubs. Does that mean
Yeah.
she's like? I hope she loses her job.
Am I right? Did she get the memo though that today's purple day? Is she in purple
Come on,
scrubs or are they blue? I forget already, but
Come on.
either way.
That's the misdemeanor of the 2nd degree.
I'm wondering.
Then there is a 2nd misdemeanor of the 2nd degree that you did once again negligently deprive the companion animal, which would be Raven of adequate food and water, virtually to summarize it, same as the other one, misdemeanor 2, $750 fine, 90 days in jail. And there's a third charge of the same thing,
Not that it's
not providing food and water to Ange.
any better at all, but
Or
the
Ang, I'm
the
not
way
sure
that
how to
he
say that.
worded that at the beginning, though, with the mute.
Oh yeah, just
lot
all
of-
the things.
Yeah.
Not that starving them to death is any better by any means. I'm not saying that. I'm not
Sure.
that much of an
Knowingly
asshole, Suzanne.
torture, tormenting, cruelty to animals, virtually.
Ugh.
Abaya, misdemeanor 1, 6 months.
But it's even sadder because they're saying the animals' names,
I know.
and it's very
Oh, that is
gut wrenching.
Another same charge of cruelty with the dog Whiskey. 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And then there are, I believe, 3 more counts. 1 count of not providing food and water for.
What is a compare?
Abaya.
Is that a service animal? Animal?
Yeah.
And they say that the companion thing. Why does she have 12?
1 not providing food and water.
She has 4, I think, and there's 12 separate charges against her.
I think they've named off more than that name wise, haven't they?
I heard 4.
Pig.
Pig.
Actually, this one is, food and water. Another misdemeanor 2 for a pig. And finally, I believe there's 1 more.
Well, yeah, that's as legit as me being a ordained minister. I mean,
Providing, food and water to another animal. Chickens. The chickens.
okay, I see. All right,
Also misdemeanor of the 2nd degree. So.
that makes sense.
There are 2, the worst charges are the 1st degree misdemeanors, 6 months of jail, $1,000 fine. The misdemeanor 2s are
Please plead guilty right now so we can just
$750 fine and
just
90
drop
days
it on
in jail.
her.
You could be, if you were convicted of all of those, judge could run all those together. Although I think there's a limit to how many of those they could actually run together, or the court could run them all concurrently.
Keaton, by the way, I saw your comment. Absolutely beautiful day here, like
So those are the
mid to low
charges that
60s,
you
something like
have.
that. It's absolutely beautiful.
Understand
Yeah,
what
it's
the
nice here
charges
too.
are.
Yes, sir.
And do
Thank
you know what plea you would like to enter, or how you'd like to proceed with those today?
Not guilty.
You can do that. Or did you have a staple?
Never mind, just really cool in my neck of the woods with all these giant oak trees around. It's actually 74, but I don't feel it at all on the porch. Freezing out on the
68
porch.
and sunny here.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Right there with you on that one.
They are willing to help feed animals and humans. Yeah, she is a piece of work.
Rather than write on every last one of these.
Yeah, let's just put.
Put one on.
Viking.
They're all out of the same
Tell us how you
case,
really
same
feel,
case
please.
number. That works for you, it works for me.
That ticking time bomb that I'm hearing, it's happening over at Sue's, I believe.
I don't know
Could be
what your
nuts.
intentions are if you're going to enter a plea of excuse me, if you're going to enter, you're going to.
I know that feeling, David.
You need to get a hold of someone about that. If you're going to apply for a public defender, make sure you do that. You can do that today while you're here.
Oh, so she's going to jail?
Quicker we get somebody.
He just said public defender.
It is for everybody.
Oh, it's got jail time. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do that.
Good.
And, in the meantime,
What's her name?
this is Tessa, Tessa, Craig,
Whatever time she
C-R-I-G.
gets on each charge, I hope it runs consecutively.
This is case number 22 CRB 01418.
01148.
We didn't name the pig or the chickens, by the way. Their names.
CRB 01418. Yep.
Yeah, I wish she was going right now, but she will be going. For sure.
No kidding.
it's hard to shake those charges. I mean, if you had like one animal, and you're like, oh, it was an accident, blah 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 blah. With all these animals, similar charges.
What do you do? Go out of town, or you just leave them? So I like, not that I really want to hear the story, but I kind of want to hear a little bit. You know what I mean?
You see that a lot around here with people and their horses, where they have horses out in fields and they just never take care of them.
Couple of bad ones at the beach that were that way. Yeah.
I'm going to let you sign a personal recognizance bond. That's your
Off
own
my-
personal guarantee that you'll reappear. Do you currently have any other animals under your control at this point?
No, I don't.
I'm sorry?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Thank God.
I'm just going to order as part of that bond that you're not to have any animals, pets, livestock.
Rushing to judgment. It's what we do best.
Under your care, under care or control as a term of the bond.
Good point. I understand that, Griggsy. I do. I'm looking at
That
a
should take care of it.
news story out of Newark, Ohio, which is in that area. And she is listed. This has something to do with animals, and it's from back in 2016, and it has something to do with some exotic animals. And I'm trying to find it here in the
Joey
article.
Jones. Mr. Jones, let's see.
Investigative
here.
journalist credence on the job.
Looks like you
I
have
can't
a
find her.
traffic citation from September 28th that just says that you did not have a driver's license. It was suspended under some kind of non-compliance. Pardon me. That is a
You're pardoned.
unclassified misdemeanor. Maximum penalty on that is $1,000 fine and up to 500 community work hours, which I don't know how much the court actually imposes.
Not 500. I can assure you of that.
Penalty. So,
Licking County has 3 permitted exotic animal holders.
I don't.
One's name is Craig something of Johnstown, with several types of a wildcat, bobcats, and cougars. Tessa Craig of Glenford, who has an African lion. That can't be her, right?
No, there's no way. She says she didn't have any more animals right now.
well, I appreciate that, but you got to have a license.
Yeah, I already know. It ain't no excuse. I ain't making no excuse
Well,
for it.
here's what I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm
Mhm.
trying to be helpful here.
Yes, sir.
What I always say is that there's no better time to get it fixed than now.
Yes, sir.
Because if you pick up another one of these violations and no insurance coverage.
No, I got
Okay,
insurance.
all right, well, cool. Well,
I was gonna say, how are people driving with no insurance? In North Carolina, they come get your tags like
dig in deeper.
That's
real
true,
quick.
yeah.
Like,
Real quick. They come to get their tags.
There's a time to stop it, and that's now.
Yes, sir.
And I think what you got to do is go over to any
I'll BRB. I've got
deputy
it
registrar's office,
again. Too
find
much
out
water.
what it's going to take.
Do
It
your
looks to me like, in a very cursory, quick look, that you owe Pataskala, Mayor's Court, maybe some money.
That's true. This ain't
You
nothing.
might owe
That's a
this
good
court
point.
some money.
Good point.
And that might be it. I'm not saying a whole lot here that's really going to keep you from doing too much. Now, I don't know what that amounts to.
That's the thing. I got to pay the fines before I can, get the license.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's
to
how
me
that
like
works.
this court, it's not like a huge amount of money. It's like $340. Now, I'm not downplaying the fact that that's some money.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what the Pataskala folks, I don't know what that is, but it just comes down to some cash. You may want to talk to those folks and see what you can do to work some of that stuff out. I don't know who takes payments and who doesn't, and I don't speak for this court because I don't really know what this court does, but the clerk's office could tell you about that. And you want to check with Pataskala and see what they're willing to
Is
take.
it?
You just need to resolve those.
I mean, that's a lot of things that checks out with her name
If
in
you want to
the
plead
area.
not guilty and bump this over to a later date and time to see what you can do to get it done. If you came in here with that stuff fixed, I'd say the folks here would be pretty accommodating to you. I can't guarantee you what.
Like,
they
in other
do,
words, they might
but I
drop
know
some
their
stuff if you
demeanor
show
in
up.
most of this is they would like to see it get legal rather than throw more fuel on the fire.
Yes,
And that's kind of the prosecutor's thought.
You're right.
So if you want to do something like that, you can buy some time here by pleading not guilty. Get on your horse and see what you can do to get this stuff worked out. And once you got that,
Say get on a horse.
you know, that you come back with it.
Yes, he sure did. What's your pleasure, Michael?
What are we looking at? If we set up for a trial date,
What's your pleasure?
Anywhere from 30 to 45 days.
I found her Facebook and pictures of the puppies. That's really sad. And there is a.
I'll let you do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, I understand. I know it's my choice. Man. You know, and it sounds good.
You want to plead to it and be done with it? I mean, that's
yeah,
fine.
that'll be fine.
Show me your insurance, and I'll get that.
You need
mark.
this paperwork right here. Also,
He can show the insurance to the clerk's office. They'll take care
mark.
of it.
Okay. All right, we'll let you do that then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can stick this in here. So if you want to do that, you're waiving your right to have a trial. If you plead guilty to it, that's what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All righty, we can do that.
There's pictures of an exotic animal on here, on her Facebook.
So she just lied to the judge?
Well, I would imagine that when she got caught or charges or whatever,
they took everything from her.
They would have pulled it, you're right?
About sentencing on that.
No, sir.
It's 150 plus the court cost to be paid, and they'll give you that number. And take that out with you so that you can show them your insurance, and that'll be good. And I'm gonna put this in the file here, and we're in good shape there. Good luck with it, and make sure you show them your insurance.
Yes.
So it doesn't go in as a
For the
problem.
5th time.
No electric chair on this one.
No electric chair on this one. Is they gonna tell me like, so I got to pay $340 for the fine?
That's how much is outstanding, and as I said, I don't know what they do. I don't know whether they do payments or whether
they'll do payments. Yes.
Okay, so I go out here and talk to them.
Well, as soon as you get, I'll take you down there in a few minutes.
Okay.
Just have a seat.
Just have a
on
seat,
the-
and we'll
right in the middle there.
we'll do everything we can to make it better for you, but it just comes down to some cash. Looks like so. All right.
Oh, no. That's scary.
Tuxie Schwartz.
Nailed it.
Touche.
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
How do you say that?
Today's
Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Touche.
Tuesday.
No, touche.
Tuesday.
Touche.
Tuesday.
Sure. That works.
I don't always hear.
Touche.
Kind of a bitch, isn't she?
He's a touche. She said, yeah. I'll go
Okay.
with that.
The Storts, you have one charge here that says you did on or about July 21. Knowingly obtain control over the property of someone else without their consent. That's petty
Tuesday?
theft, a misdemeanor of the first degree, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine under 291302. And it looks like that it was set for arraignment today when you're here for that purpose. Even though did it just get filed?
No, there was one on the 21st, but they never, I guess they had the wrong address.
I figured as much.
They
Dustin.
forwarded it
Yeah.
to- Yeah.
Okay, that happens. Anyway, so that's the charge, petty theft, and that's the maximum penalty. That all
Touche,
happens
petty
allegedly
theft.
in the city of Heath. Any questions about that?
Yeah, I wanna know what
Charge
she stole.
and the maximum penalty.
So do I have jail time or there's a chance for?
Jail is a possible penalty of up to 6 months in jail, up to a $1,000 fine. That's the worst that could happen.
Okay.
I'm not saying that that's going to happen.
Okay, yeah, oh,
but
yeah, I
that's-
understand it,
but
yeah.
that's the worst that
Okay.
could happen. Yeah.
Petty
Understand
theft.
those two things,
Yeah.
the charge and the maximum penalty.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to do with that? You can continue it to consult with a lawyer.
I'm guilty of it.
If
There
you do
was a
end up
guy
pleading guilty, it's a little bit
here in
different.
Jacksonville
Telling off with some of
kept
the
a
other
tiger
folks, I don't think
right up
anybody
here,
can do
right
this
up the road from us.
this afternoon, but
And he would get out every once in a
if you
while.
do enter a plea of guilty to
There was a
this
guy
charge,
that
the
was
first degree with
basically in
very
my
possible
backyard
jail penalty, there
in
is-
Myrtle
you-
Beach,
you
Sockasty
waive a
to be
few more
exact.
things than just trial. You have a right to go to trial.
They had lots of lions and
but you also
tigers.
have a right to have a
And hot girls with big boobs.
It's a swinger.
You can fill out an application for public defender, and if
Talking
you
about the guy not.
you will have a lawyer. If
What
you
the hell
plead
was his
guilty,
name? I don't even
it's
remember now.
complete admission of guilt. So you
can't think
waive
of
the
his
right
name
to have
right
a
now.
trial.
He's up on
You waive
huge
the
federal
right to have a
charges,
lawyer
by the way.
represent you. You waive the right to have the state prove that case at that trial beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the state's responsibility. You do not have to prove that you're not guilty. The state has to prove that you are guilty. And if they can't do that, they would lose that case. So no trial, no lawyer, no burden of proof responsibility. At a trial where your lawyer could cross-examine witnesses against you to get at the truth.
See there.
Your lawyer could subpoena witnesses to bring folks to trial, even if they didn't want to come to court. He can get them there, or she can get them there, because the court will order them to come in. That goes away. All of those things that we traditionally consider fundamental rights as Americans go away if you plead guilty, because it is a complete admission of guilt.
Wow, he's really trying to change her mind, ain't he?
Rights. Any question about what you're waiving or giving up if you do enter a plea of guilty?
Antler. Was that his name?
Because right now,
Could be.
you'll
It
have
sounds
the
right.
opportunity to plead not guilty, get a lawyer, come back, force the state to prove that case beyond a reasonable doubt, talk to them about the case if you have questions about it. I mean, that's all possible. I'm not trying to talk you into or out of any particular plea. My job is to make sure that you understand what you are waiving or giving up.
I mean, I definitely don't want jail time. I've never been like in trouble through court or anything. This is my first. So whichever
You're fine. Don't worry.
put me in jail or.
Well,
Do I hang out for about another 20 minutes?
And I mean, that's
You cool with that?
responsibility to decide
Yeah, might as well.
who doesn't go to jail.
Getting through a good
whether-
bit of these
let's
are pretty
talk
good charges.
about
LBRB.
the reality of the case itself. If you have questions about what they can and cannot prove, or what you think that they've overcharged you, that this isn't correct, that you can, that's one thing, and then you should deal with that without worrying about the penalty. I don't like people worrying about the penalty and think, I'm going to take this because I think you'll do this for me, or you'll do that, not do that for me. It'll be easier if I plead to it. That's not really the case. The case for me is that you do what's right by you, and that if you don't think you're guilty of that, you don't want to plead guilty.
Kay got money. She even has a reptile guy.
And you want to plead to it, that's fine too.
I mean, I did do it. So.
The only other plea that you can enter, which is similar to a plea of guilty, you can plead guilty, which is a complete admission to guilt, and you waive those things. You can plead not guilty and you waive nothing, and we set it for trial. Or you can plead no contest, and a no contest plea is an admission of the truthfulness of what I just read to you. Okay. And as long as there's a statement of facts, I'll read the statement of facts, and as long as it supports what it says in that citation, I'd find you guilty. Any way to plead guilty without admitting anything that could be used against you at a later date and time as an admission of guilt. Okay. Civil case for damages, or as the basis of another criminal charge, which I'm not sure what that would be, but that's it does protect you from that. But those are the three charges that you can enter. You can do whatever you want to do. As I said, I'm not trying to talk you into anything. I just want to make sure that you're comfortable with what you plead. Every once in a while, you get somebody who says, I want to plead guilty. But when I talk to my lawyer about this, it's like, whoa, that there won't be any talking to the lawyer after that, unless you want to talk to a lawyer instead of vacating a plea.
He loves to talk.
My job is to make sure we're on the same page. That's what I'm thinking.
Your Honor, this is our
I
first.
heard that.
I might want to think about diversion.
Okay.
This is our first one.
I've never been in trouble like this, so
Yeah,
I don't even know which way to go.
So the court has a diversion plan to
For first time offenders, yeah.
You could take a look at that. Yeah. We could take a look at
It's the application process. And then I'll go and fill this out real quick.
Just trying to help her out.
Program that if you agree to do that program and you can successfully complete the program, generally speaking, the case is dismissed at that point.
Yeah, can we do that?
And it says, be aware that to be accepted into the program, you must admit to committing the offense. So you would plead guilty. If you feel you're not guilty, you'd want to tell the bailiff that's not what you wanted to do, and we'd set up a trial. But you plead guilty.
Well,
After
hopefully it
that,
was a single
you go
eye
to the
because
County Municipal Court Adult
it
Probation.
was
Department
double eye.
upstairs,
That's just called
and
blinking.
They handle the diversion process. You'll tell the folks down there at the reception desk that you're applying for diversion. You'll be given a questionnaire to complete, an interview with the officer in charge. They'll schedule that. You come back to the interview, complete the questionnaire, and if and as long as you do what they ask you to do in terms of getting ready to do the program, that'll be fine. Then I'm not sure what all they do in the program. Probably around restitution, if there is restitution.
Right.
There's probably a few things like that to
Maybe
do.
some community service hours, whatever.
Okay.
And if you want to do that,
500 hours.
keep it off of your record.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. So we'd actually just continue today. We won't do the plea or anything. So, okay, we can do that. I think it probably would be a very reasonable way to handle it. Let you sign it.
He definitely bargain shopped for her today.
Guarantee that you'll reappear.
Get her the sweetest deal possible.
I'll be glad to help you with that.
Where's Ezekiel Elliott's dad getting all this money to buy exotic animals?
We'll give you everything you need. All right?
Okay.
So we won't take any pleas today.
Just have a seat right there.
He truly is. He definitely helped her out today.
Jose Olivia?
Uh-oh.
Funny how
you have a
some judges will do that.
looks like it's
Talk
a
you
traffic violation of
into something
what you
completely different.
would be saying here.
and driving without a license. Both of those are what we call minor misdemeanors. They're fine only, $150 fine on each one of those would be the worst that could happen. Any question about that?
No.
And I don't mean any disrespect, but you speak English, okay? I'm sorry, a little bit, okay. Well, it would be a fine. There's no jail associated with those cases. It's a fine only. $150 worst on each one would be the worst that could happen. That's probably not going to happen. That's probably way higher than it would be. But they are both minor misdemeanors because of the way they're charged here.
Thank you to this guy for standing properly so we can see both.
Yeah, he's both bald heads are in complete and total view.
Yep, because
that's right.
Because they don't put the A on it.
Okay.
It defaults to the lowest section, and that is the minor misdemeanor
Very
in
good.
that section. Highway Patrol does that routinely,
Yeah.
and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They do it intentionally. So,
Okay, good.
Judge dropping some education.
anyway, I don't know that all of the
Yeah. He knows it all.
But the patrol has a method to that madness. Anyway, what would you like to do with those? Do you know what plea you might like to enter? Guilty, not guilty?
Please say the right
Okay.
one. Please say the right
I'm
one.
sorry.
Please say the right one.
Guilty? Okay, we can do that.
Uh-oh.
You waive your right to have a trial where they'd have to prove you're guilty if you do that. Want to waive that right to have the trial?
No.
Do you want to have a trial?
No.
Okay. If you waive the right, we won't have a trial.
Okay.
You would just plead guilty.
And pay your fine and go.
Okay.
Simple.
Are you here with?
Easy.
Are you talking to the chair?
If you want,
Is that chair with him?
Are you here with Mr. Olivia?
No.
Oh, you're not, but you speak Spanish?
See.
Would you mind if this lady helped you just a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would mind?
It's okay.
Oh, God.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
She's asking him right now if he's single. How many kids he has.
Would you do it? I just want to done that today.
Yes, he just wants to
Look
get
it over
everything
with
done.
today?
Yes,
Guilty would do that.
yes, and he just
Yeah.
wants to pay and get it over.
And this isn't one of those that's gonna get you in any difficulties with the immigration people.
Does she ever vape in her hand?
So that's
Well,
not
that's-
a
Glue stick.
What is that supposed to mean? Maybe he just never learned good English.
All right, thanks.
I
All right,
hope
we'll
so.
do that. We'll do the guilty, and we'll just make it a flat 100 plus cost, and I won't impose anything on the second.
There you go, Judge. I like that.
Nailed it.
What's that?
Just put 0 in them for the second one.
0. Yeah, we'll do that. I will do that. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
What a great introduction to Judge Dumb today we've had.
I mean it. People talking about the hottie on the front row. I'm excited about the guy with no sleeves.
Yes, it's true.
That's the guy I want to see come up here. I want to know.
I gotta say, we damn near made it through the whole crowd. There's a few of them that we've already seen that are sitting there. We did pretty damn good. We got
Insurance is all marked, so
a few more
good.
minutes.
That's good.
We're all right.
So I think you're in good shape. Just be careful
Nate's
out
here.
there, okay?
Nate's here. He's already here early for the next show.
Take care of you here.
Good to see you, Nate.
It's handsome. Yeah, no dog issues
Baby
yet, other than
Gray.
the dead ones. We did. Yes, we did.
Yes,
Here he
yes,
is.
yes.
You
yes.
ask, you shall
Looks like
receive.
You've got a traffic citation here that says that you did on September 30, 2022, operate a motor vehicle with a license forfeiture under 4510-111. That's an
Sounds about right.
unclassified misdemeanor up to a $1,000 fine, 500 community work hours, and that you failed to display license plates under 4503-21. Maximum penalty on that is a $100 fine. The norm on that's about 25. Anyway, understand what those two charges are and the maximum penalty. Do you know what plea you'd like to enter on that?
Do you speak
You're not
English?
guilty. You think you can get that thing fixed?
They took it. It was their bike.
What's that?
If they took it, it was their bike.
Oh God.
I don't know what the deal is with it, why they're saying it's under suspension, but it might be something you need to look at. So we'll do not guilty and we'll set it over for a trial date.
Did he said they took it? It was a dirt bike?
Yes, you did.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Are you doing all the tickers? You want me to write it out?
4 more. We might make it, Mikey. We might make it.
Maybe.
What was that second charge? It was license plate. Yeah, license plate.
Oh, there's another charge. Oh, he stole it. Okay, well.
All right, set those for trial and
Oops, I see you had some drug paraphernalia too.
Slide. You will not take extra time with this guy.
thank you.
He's a big fan of the state of Ohio.
Beat cheeks, my friend.
Well, one of the ladies, one of the 3 ladies is up.
Ms.
Ready to
Davis,
go.
you have a criminal charge here that says
Hey, he took his hat off. I'll give him that.
that you
Oh,
did
no, she got a
Mama
kid.
bear. Mama
or
bear.
about September 15.
The hell does kid do?
Township in Licking County, recklessly cause inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm to another person by engaging in fighting or in threatening harm to persons or property, or engaging in violent or turbulent behavior.
I got the
and
deer
you did not
park.
stop after a reasonable request to do so. That is called persistent disorderly conduct under 291711.
Ooh.
A misdemeanor of the 4th degree would
Bad
carry up
girl.
to 30 days in jail and up to a $250 fine.
This MILF loves to
See
fight.
what the charges and what the maximum penalty could be on that.
Yes, sir.
And do you know what plea you'd like to enter on that?
Not guilty.
We can do a not guilty,
Yes, sir.
and we'll enter that. And
Kid's a little sleepy, huh?
A little slight drowsy. Dynatap does
you know what,
that
just
to
a
you
recount,
quite
you
often.
got your own personal guarantee that you'll reappear.
By the way, is your Dasani Pennsylvania water? Or don't you check? I always check.
Oh, my deer park?
Yeah, I bet you it's Pennsylvania.
You're making things better. Proudly sourced in South Carolina.
No! Well, look at that. That's all right. Impressed.
South Carolina.
On the way to Darlington, there's a big
All right.
alligator rural water system.
So the incident in question
Uh-huh.
did not happen on the 15th, but the 15th has been brought up several times.
All I'm reading is right on the complaint.
Oh, kid's out.
It just says it's the 15th. I mean, it could be right wrong. It says on Thursday, September 15th. That's what the report starts.
This
out
lady
like
is
that.
young. I don't want to hear that y'all say she's old.
However, it says
You're crazy.
dispatched to York Road, reference to a physical domestic that took place on Tuesday, September 13th.
Okay, that was my only question, sir.
So I'm not sure. And I don't know if that's a critical piece of information on or about is the way that it says. So
Okay.
it's something you can talk to them about, though.
Yes, sir. That was my only question.
Yeah, but it's in this handy
Ready.
bottle.
We'll set that for a trial.
Not the
date.
deer part.
We'll see you back here.
Natural spring water.
Fill out an application.
It says so right here on the thing. Natural, 100%.
Yeah, make sure you turn it in the first.
So she might be looking for a new husband or boyfriend, it sounds like, guys. So
Where the hell did she come from? I didn't even see her in the crowd.
Is that right? Very
that
good.
kid was laying on the
Got
bench
a,
sleeping. Hey, she's back.
Complaint here.
Back
that-
again.
Classified misdemeanor that says that you did as the owner, keeper, or harborer of a dog more than 3 months of age. Failed to register that dog as required by the Ohio Revised Code. Or
Throw it out. She helped you in
pay
court
the fee
today.
to register
Yeah,
the dog.
she's
That's
got it bad
a-
enough. She married that guy from Samoa. That dude is just terrible.
Previous conviction.
That Samoan
Oh
dude
my
is
God!
awful.
Yes, she looks like her. You're right.
She's basically raising a man child.
Yes, you're right. Oh God, he makes me nuts.
Penalty for that on a second offense. Do you have
I don't know how her dad hasn't beat his ass.
Oh, I know.
You know his dad. Her dad
know
can
he's
take
terrible.
him.
Oh yeah.
That old dude could take him for sure.
maximum penalty? Would
I bet you if Suzanne called him an asshole, he'd cry for like 3
Any
hours.
questions about that?
My own statement. My son, my kid's dad had gifted Milo to Josiah, which is my son. He's only 17, and Josiah has.
Trying to swallow.
His dad said he was going to put.
He's only 17. He's a mere child.
I just need
Yes.
the dog warden not to be on my door, and then I get a letter in the mail. It's like.
God, you can't talk yourself out
I
of this.
don't know if they got it yet or
Just
not.
pay it.
Give him the $25.
You want to do a not guilty on
Move
that
on.
then?
Yes,
We can do that.
And I
Others
can
to
bring
see
my
today.
son and his dad. His dad is outside with my daughter. You need to speak to him.
We've brought the dog with us, and we'd
Well,
like for him to
set that
run
time
around in
date
the
and
courtroom if possible.
Give you time to get,
please.
If you, that does not carry any jail time, so you don't have a right to a public defender, but you certainly can hire a lawyer if you wanted to, or you can come back on and defend yourself. All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For those of you who do not watch 90 Day Fiance, that's what we're talking about.
And when she puts her hair up, she looks exactly like her.
Sophie Perina, the next contestant here in Lucky.
Is it Perrine?
Two more to go.
dog.
Ms. Perrine, you have a
Incident.
traffic citation. It says
Oh,
that
traffic.
you were
Oh, I was wrong.
on or about September 27, if I'm reading that correct, 2022, that you did text while driving under 4511-204.
Winger Classic, right?
And I believe that's a minor misdemeanor, 150 plus cost on a first offense.
It shows them where to
Looks like
sit,
there was
I
a
think.
Speed stop, but they just issued a warning for that. They didn't write you a ticket for that. So anyway, driving while texting, maximum penalty, I believe, up to $150 fine. Plus
Better than saltwater, though,
Any
Joe.
question about that?
Well, water's just what the doctor ordered.
Not guilty.
Where would you like me to get my water from?
You're not guilty?
Farm from the oceans of
I don't think I should.
Iceland?
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it's not a big deal. He put me down for that, and I spoke to the officer, and I showed him. Like I was on my phone, and I showed him. I had my GPS up,
Mhm.
and I still had it on, and I showed him this is why I'm
weird,
here in
I don't know.
Gainesville. I don't know how to get home,
Okay.
whatever. So that was the only thing. I know it's still using my phone.
Ah, the GPS thing. I've thought about that before
I
about
think
fiddling
there's
with
a-
my GPS.
I'm not sure that I've ever.
Are all the women in Licking have her voices like this today?
I think it may make.
Yeah.
And I did
They
tell him
drink the
that
water,
day,
not
too.
the
It just
Dasani
wasn't
or the
all
Deer
my
Park.
Paperwork.
Oh, smooth opinion.
Fingers crossed. I get to see Brett on
Oh, such a
Friday.
great
I'm
job,
kind
mate.
of.
I'll see you back there on that date and time. Thank you very much.
It's gonna be a hell of a show, Creed. Get your money's worth.
I'm sorry.
I hope
Did
so.
you need these papers?
Just need to go on the rights form.
You said it was free, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely gonna get your money's worth.
With a ticket, though. So it's into the costs. Nellie's going to be there 3 doors down. Not Friday.
All on the stage at the same time.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
Thank you.
They kind of want to see Nellie, though. I mean, that was around graduation time for me. I was driving around town with that bumping through the 12s.
All the hits.
And next case is Trinity Nice.
Trinity, yo, on next.
There
Ladies
she
and gentlemen,
comes.
Your
There's
main
Trinity.
event.
Nice. Very good. It's nice you have it.
Half shirt, baby.
As you did while under the age of 21, knowingly order, pay for, share the cost of, attempt to purchase, possess, or consume.
She's a
Any
drinker.
beer or intoxicating liquor in a public or private place under 430169E1.
I
That is
like
a
her.
misdemeanor of the first degree, would carry up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. And I'm assuming that that's one of those that, if you're a first offense, that probably also is a.
They told me it was a diversion thing.
Hey, now.
You can do that. Would you like to do the diversion thing?
Would you like to do it?
Okay.
Hey, baby.
If if you had a defense to that, that's a whole different story. If you're 22 years old and, or whatever, I'm just making that up, just throwing that up. But if you got a defense to it, that's one thing. If you don't, do the diversion, we could have you do that, and it can go away.
It can go away just like that.
Yeah.
Kim, but I mean, you're only talking a fine only on this. So.
Magic.
I thought it was up to jail time.
No.
It is an M1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an M1.
Shut up.
And it's a license charge.
No, it's a consuming alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Under
I never consumed the alcohol. He pulled me over at the establishment. Like, I never got to leave the
Oh,
establishment.
liquor didn't touch her lips.
My own. I happened to just be the driver of the vehicle. So
Well, let me read you this. Knowingly order, pay for, share the cost of, attempt to purchase, possess,
covered
or
it all.
consume
You're talking out
beer
of
or
this one.
intoxicating liquor in a public or private place. So if it doesn't match one of those, then it doesn't match it's no violation. I mean, there's no guilt in being with someone
but I was
else.
the driver. That's why I don't know if that was
I don't know about
What about the whisker
I
biscuit?
don't know. I'm not saying that I.
So what does
but
she do? Get caught?
that one
She gets
sounds interesting.
pulled over and she had.
Now you can deal with it like that and go to trial and see if that sells, and it could, or you can do the diversion. And,
Yeah. Well, they also want me to testify against the establishment. So the idea that if I were to testify against them, that I wouldn't have gotten in trouble at all, because they said that their point of being there was to get the establishment in trouble, not me. They were undercover sitting there, like waiting to find somebody.
Oh, wow.
So they told me basically like they had not that I don't know if they have intention.
She ordered a drink. They didn't card her.
Jurisdiction.
They brought her the drink. Then they walked over and said, "Let's see your ID."
If I were to testify against
And
them,
that's what
that's
happened.
true.
She never even sipped
I
it.
was not getting in trouble because they were aware that it was not me,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And then, no. So now it's more like I'm not very aware enough of this system to know if I'd have a chance of contesting that or if I should just take it and take that as my best bet. But
I don't know, and I'm not really supposed to practice law here and give you advice. But on the other hand,
But I am.
You know,
So
hey,
get ready.
talk
But
to
I'm going to.
somebody. We could continue this. You could talk to somebody. You could apply for a public defender if you want, because if you qualify,
Turn the state's evidence.
jail is a possible penalty. You would be eligible.
okay, in the terms of diversion, though, I'm now on campus for college in Columbus, so I'm not in
Mm-hmm.
town anymore. So would they allow me to do things there with the Columbus police department or diversion department?
You could talk to them about that.
Okay. Because I don't have a car.
We could continue this, the whole shooting match here this morning or today, so that you can get down and talk to them at the diversion program and see what.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, Your Honor.
What's your pleasure?
What's your pleasure?
Probably not. I don't have the funds to do so.
But it's free if you qualify.
Oh, the court appointed.
In America, yeah.
Yes.
21.
It depends on if I do diversion or not. Because if I do diversion, I just can't have this on my record as pre-med because anything above like a misdemeanor 3 is like.
The diversion thing's like a whole program, though, right?
Thought so.
So what?
Just wants to continue it.
Yeah, let's do
Yes,
that.
please.
Let's do that. Yeah, there's no rush. No rush. We'll continue.
No hurry.
Talk with the lawyer and.
No hurry.
I mean, she doesn't really have a case, but also at the same time, I mean,
Creed, there's no hurry. Matter of fact, honey, don't you worry.
Yeah, don't you worry about it.
Worry your pretty little face. This is good as gone.
All right, now I'm confused. Are you sure that she didn't go in and buy something though, and then go and sit in her car?
They were at a bar. They were in the bar.
Good news.
Oh, thank God.
Hey now.
Just in time for her appearance. The Ohio State.
Was I supposed to fill this paper out? I wasn't sure.
You will, yes. You need to fill out.
You see that?
You need your rights form right there.
That's right.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Thank you.
Kay knows all about that. She was a chopper pilot back in Vietnam.
The death machine. E.D. Harbauer, ladies and gentlemen, dead in the courtroom. Bag of Wendy's. Oh, great.
That chopper's never going to land.
I think that's it, you guys. I think we did it. Oh, wait. Have we not seen this guy yet?
Nope.
Is that the right pronunciation? Jelani?
No, I'm sure it's not. You haven't got anyone's name right yet.
Touche,
You're the
Mikey.
short
Touche.
straw here, last in the line today. Okay, well, it looks like you just have nothing but a simple speed ticket.
He's tall.
It says on September 1 in city of Granville, township of Granville in Licking County. He did travel 76 in a 55 zone, minor misdemeanor, 150 plus cost. Worst that could happen. And I can't remember looking for the schedule here on what that turns out to be. And
What's the charge?
speed. It's
Speed kills, Your Honor.
it would be.
She looked like she was passed out. Watch when it goes back. She's just writing, but it looked like she was passed out on the pew.
How much is
Yeah, 21 over.
Yeah, right here. I'm sorry.
No kidding. Why let it even get to that
We're
point?
found guilty. It'd be $49 plus cost. It makes a total of $168 would be what it would cost if you were to plead to that. And we'll give you time to pay that if you need some time on it.
How many points is that?
It is 2 points.
Okay.
You gotta get to
Take
get
'em.
4 points, you have to get 30 over.
30.
So
To get 4 points, you got to be 30 over.
How would I like to plead with it?
yeah,
Look at her. Look at her.
if you're not guilty, we'll set it down
She's
for
been
a trial
drinking.
date here.
Liquor she got.
He's going to let her go. Yeah, he's a tall dude.
Well,
Yeah, he plays basketball.
where there? Or
Well, he's got his
that's
tracksuit
what we
on.
have
He's
to
just
do.
going to rip that off and start playing.
State has to prove that case against
Good
you. They
point.
have to bring in Lieutenant Ballmer. And the lieutenant would testify to what he observed. You could testify. You don't have to testify because you have a right to remain silent, but you could bring in another witness if there was somebody else there that knew something about it. You could bring your own witness in, have them.
He was just speeding, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for We Got a Case. We made it through all of them, almost to the absolute end, but we know how this works out. Don't worry about it. Guys, thank you. We'll see you at 4:05 for Wild Worman Wednesday, huh?
Yes, Creed. And it's also time for you to read.
You're right. It is. Dave, Dallas, Alice. That's one word. Bigfoot, Chris, Carrie T, Fire Captain Dave, Cooper, and Mama Chad. Thank you guys so much for that. That's hallelujah. I say hallelujah. Thank you. And,
Look at that smart guy at the end there. He's looking sophisticated. Well, guys, I guess we're gonna shut this off and turn it right back on because we got a chase here in 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
Ready.
Excuse me.
Ready.
50. All right, guys, we appreciate you all. Make sure you like this video if you haven't done so already. If you made it all the way to the end of this, wow, you have no life whatsoever.
Just a guess.
Just saying. We still love you, Nina. Don't think we don't.
By the way, Judge Gary Dumb. Love it. It's a nice introduction to him. I like him. A little slow, but it is okay.
He nailed it. And it's good to see Bruce Willis still getting work. Until next time, everybody, please remember.
Hey, Patrick.
Is he still talking?
Oh, they just cut it. Great timing.
Perfect.